Hi, we're at the British Country Music Festival. I'm with Matt Owens. How long have you been writing?
Probably since I was about 10, but anything that I thought was remotely acceptable. I used to play a lot of stuff with him when I was younger that absolutely wasn't, but we did it anyway. And then probably from about 21, started doing some stuff that was like, yeah. So the title track of my album, Whiskey and Orchids, I wrote when I was about 20.
Yeah, so what about performing then? Is that the same?
No, performing, it was kind of just like, let's try and do that, fathom it out.
Yeah.
I think I did my first gig when I was about 11, 12. Yeah.
If you could invite 5 people that influenced your music, who would you choose?
What am I inviting them to?
A dinner party or a come down with me type situation?
Okay, we'd have, I'd like to have Ray Wiley Hubbard, so I think it'd be really fun. I'd have Tom Waits. I don't know, who do you have?
Well, I'd have drummers, but you probably wouldn't.
Well, you're allowed a drummer.
I'd have...
Which drummer? Ferroni?
Steve Gadd, probably.
Okay, yeah, that's a great choice.
Um,
I'd have Townes Van Zandt, and what are we up to, 4 now?
I think so, yeah.
And I would have let's have Neil Young.
Good choice. If you could choose one well-known song and make it your own style of song, which would you pick?
You're Always on My Mind. So I'll try and do that. I think it sounds. We're getting there.
Where would you like to perform in the world? Any venue?
I'd really like to do Red Rocks.
Most people.
Does everyone say Red
Everyone's
Rocks?
saying that this week.
Okay.
well, I said the Galleons Bar, or the Gillians Bar. Where did we just play?
We played the Gillians.
That was a lovely
Gillians
room.
Bar. That was a great room.
Yeah.
Gillows.
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 Gallows.
I'd love to play the Grand Ole
Opera.
Opera. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
What's your favourite thing to do when you're not performing?
I try and watch rugby, but it never happens.
What excites you the most about the British country scene?
I think it's just really important to have kind of a counter culture that's where people are actually playing instruments and songs and singing live and putting it out there again. I think it kind of went through a stage where we live in a pretty soundbite age, and I think anything that promotes people with actual instruments getting out there and, you know, the value in people performing and learning an instrument and learning a craft and playing it and writing it and doing that whole jazz is a positive thing.
Where do you see it in 5 years' time?
Well, hopefully going from strength to strength. I think if it keeps going the way it's going, and you know it's kind of coupled with that, and then there's the Americana scene. There's always been a very strong folk scene. I think actually attaining more followers, and there's a lot of crossover between the brands. And I think just more and more festivals are happening now, and more people are getting behind it. So yeah, I'd like to think that in five years' time it'll just be even bigger.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Hopefully still doing it.
What's your greatest achievement to date then? Not musical achievement.
Musical achievement. I thought the gig we just did was really good, but I'm not sure. Probably, if I'm honest, Whiskey and Orchids, my debut album. I got Tom Waits' drummer on it, and Thea Gilmore, DeCarly from Bahamas. It was definitely a step up for me, like in terms of across the board of, you know, I wrote everything, sung everything, you know. And we're on our 4th single for it now, about to come out. I can see it's getting really well received, and it's, you know. But also, I'm kind of looking ahead to the next record, like all musicians do, as soon as you finish the last one. So that's going to get recorded in January, and I'm really, really excited about that. So it's kind of that thing of trying to keep a lid on, still playing Whiskey and Orchids, still love all the songs on there. They're all really meaningful. What was nice is I kind of kept there's kind of seasonal stuff on there. So I've got some kind of songs that fare better in the winter months that I've kind of left alone now for about 5-6 months. And I'm about to start returning to like a new section of the record, which I'm really excited about. So that was probably the cleverest thing I've done, because it's kind of, I can kind of vary, the album's sufficiently varied, I can kind of play according to mood. So it's not all the same, but yeah, it's hard for me to not look ahead to the next album, which I'm really excited about. And I've played half the songs tonight, I'm going to be on it.
So going from achievement then, so what's the most unusual gig you've played?
We played an army barracks once.
Yeah.
I mean, that was weird. That was. We all got very long hair at the time, and it was more tap than the Spinal Tap scene. I did a gig 2 weeks ago, and it was just me and a couple in the room, and it turns out they weren't a couple. Turns out they were all work colleagues. And 5 minutes into my second set, he proposed, and she said no. And then everyone stayed in the room together. He got down on one knee in the middle of one of my more romantic songs. She said no, and then we all just kind of rode it out for the next 40 minutes. And that was that happened.
That's strange.
We also did a gig in Ballahadreen in the centre of Ireland, where we were told not to play any of our own original material, and nothing too fast and nothing too slow. And as soon as we played an original song, a fight broke out between two guys, amongst like a sea of like 10 or 20 octogenarians, and like proper swinging and stuff. And that was.
So you had some unusual things happen then?
Yeah, I mean it was a privilege to play downstairs. Because when you've done the other ones, you really appreciate it.
Where can we find you on social media?
I'm a giant on Instagram, at Matt Owens Music. Twitter, Matt Owens Music. Facebook, same. MattOwensMusic.com.
Cool. You're going to play a song for us now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it your way while you.
Cheers, bud. This is a track called Too Far Gone.
I was loading up with like the rain, threw up on myself from the wave gone through. Then she got hung up by the side of the road, kept a sharp no talk, just scripting alone. Looking over my head and become the undone, and the shame of the guilt won't become.
out of the car in the cell block light. He was meant to be once, just move with the law. Then working back, could have run a little more. Working back, could have run a little. Ooh, I want to hold you, but I'm too far gone tonight. Ooh, I want to hold you, but I'm too far gone tonight. Try. Too far gone, try. Loading up and flattering you.
Thanks for having us, bud.